ZD here, coming live from Gold Coast, Australia. I just did a seminar yesterday. Broke people through the room with freaking energy. The one thing I love about doing breakthroughs with the whole entire room was with their eyes closed. They let out so much emotion, and it's a transformational experience. So what I want to talk about today is the real truth that I know for a fact because I've seen it with client after client after client after client. How to make more money in your coaching business now. How to make more money. If you're broke right now and you aren't making money, let me help you break down a strategy that's going to make you more money. This is a huge topic today. How to make 100 grand in 28 days in your coaching business. If you haven't even thought like 100 grand in that fast, I'm telling you right now, it's so damn possible. But there is some fundamentals that you have to have in place before you start. This is the real secret to my client success. And I'm going to demonstrate exactly what I do to get my clients and help them get results. Because the results they get, people message me all the time and they're like, Zach, like you've been posting up testimonials and they're all saying they're making so much money. And I'm like, because it's not that hard. If you have the mindset down, it's not that hard to make money. Most people are broke for one reason. Their relationship with money is shit. Hear me again. The reason you're broke is because your relationship with money is shit. Let's just say you're in an intimate relationship. And there's so many people that talk to me and they say, look, Zach, like I always say to people, hey, like look into your bank account. Do you like looking into your bank account? They're like, oh, no, I don't like looking into my bank account. Imagine going home to your partner and not wanting to look at them. Imagine you had a partner and you came home and you didn't want to look at them. Would that person stay? No, they would leave your ass. They would leave your ass. That's the same with money. If you don't appreciate money, money's not going to be here. Money's not going to stay around for you. Money attracts to what you feel. The whole thing that I do with people is when I take someone on, I'm like, we can make money so fast. Like it's not hard to make 100 grand in a year. Like how hard is it to do that? Get 10 clients if you're a coach. Pay them, like do a really low price, 10 grand for the entire year, and you've made 100 grand. It's not that freaking hard. Can you not find 10 people to coach? You mustn't be a good coach then. Find 10 people, work with them, paying you 10 grand a year, and that's 100 grand. That's how simple it is. But really breaking it down is it's not the strategy. And everyone's focused on, Zach, look, what do I do? How do I get leads? Do I do campaigns? Do I do, hook campaigns? What do I need to do? I'm trying. I've been trying for so long. Like I hear people all the time, they've been coaching for like 7 years and they're still broke. Think about it. It's not the strategy. They're trying to find the magic pill. There's no magic pill. It's work on yourself. That's the magic pill. It's having your relationship with money. It's finding and having a really good relationship with it. It's about looking at it and appreciating it. The whole thing that I do is because let's just look at this logically. What happened when we were a child? When we were a child, we had so many beliefs that got installed in our brain. When do limiting beliefs start? Limiting beliefs start from a significant emotional event. It's something that shocks your nervous system. If someone's had trauma in their life, they've been abused in their life, it's a significant emotional event. And what happens in that moment is we have this shocking of our nervous system, and nervous system shocks, and we decide to believe something. Whatever you decide to believe controls your entire life. If you decided to believe all men are like that, or all men abuse, or all women abuse, whatever it is, or you decide to believe like money's hard, or your whole entire life has been emotional events where your parents were broke and they didn't have any money, and you're just like, oh my God, money's hard to make. Money's just so hard to make. And then they go through that. Significant emotional events create beliefs. They create stories. We decide to believe something then. So what I did was I was studying it and I was thinking, why do people make money in their business fast? And why do not people make money? I was just really thinking about it. I'm like, okay, so what I'm going to do is I was just doing tests. So I was doing tests with clients. I was like testing out and with everything. And I realized the difference is it's your relationship with money. If you have a really good relationship with money, you will make so much money. You won't be scared about asking for $20,000 a year, $30,000 a year, because you're comfortable with money. So how do we get comfortable with money? How can we interrupt your baggage around money so you stop feeling scarcity? How many times have you went out? Maybe you went shopping. And when you actually go shopping, what tends to happen? You're like, we'll buy the cheap tuna. will buy the cheap. Like, this is the only reason I'm saying this, because this is what I used to do. I used to spend all of my time focusing on the cheapest things that I could buy, trying to sort out the cheapest things. What am I teaching my brain? Look for the cheapest things with everything. Feel scared all the time. Feel scared around money. Money, scared. Money, scared. That's why I associated to it. And that's why I had none. When I had no money, I used to associate pain to money. I was broke because I didn't want to look at it. I didn't like looking at my account. I didn't like looking at anything. Paying money was like the hardest thing. It was so hard. So what did I need to do to change it? I need to interrupt my shit throughout the day with conscious rituals. I need to train my brain to start thinking more abundantly. What did I start doing? I started going down to the ATM. If I went down to the ATM, I'd get $1,000 out. I get $1,000 in cash out of the account, out of it. Because think about it. If I'm looking at my account on a screen, it's like, oh yeah, you got money in there. But if I get physical representation of cash, try to get 1,000. Like, my advice to anyone would be go down to the ATM, get $1,000 out. But Zach, like, someone could steal the $1,000. Who the hell has ever stolen from you? Who the hell has ever went into your wallet or purse and stolen money? That's a scarcity mindset. And if they do, which is, you probably have a chance more of getting struck by lightning than someone stealing money from you. You don't need to tell anyone about it. I'm not telling you to spend the money that you get out from the bank. I'm saying put it in your wallet. Start looking. This is what I do with all my clients when they're starting. I'm always looking at the first call. Where's their relationship with money? Are we going to be able to make a lot of money fast or not a lot of money fast? That's what I'm thinking on the first call. I'm thinking, okay, where's the person's relationship with money? Ask yourself right now, what are your beliefs around money? And write it on a piece of paper. And what I usually do is I'm getting out them to put money, and every single time they feel scarcity, they bring the $1,000 out. They look at it and say, money's always here. I love money. Money's everywhere. And then you start realizing, even when you go down and buy, doing shopping stuff, start opening up your wallet and you got $1,000 out, don't spend it, use your card. And then you use your card and then you can do it. It's about seeing money always. If we start seeing money everywhere, we will start attracting more money. We'll start attracting more money. Even if you're on a sales call, you might be on a phone, hold $1,000 cash while you're on the phone and say, this is all I'm asking for. This is all I'm asking for. Start training your mind to be okay with it. Start seeing it everywhere. Start appreciating it. Money doesn't make you happy, but I can tell you right now, it's a form of happiness. And you can say I'm wrong, but it's right. It's a form of happiness. Doing rituals is a form of happiness. If you don't have money, like, think about it. If you don't have money and you're broke, how much love do you show in your relationship? Like, feel it. Feel it right now. Like, see it right now. How much love do you have in your relationship when you're scared? How can I pay the bills? How can I do this? There's no like, hey, I love you. There's none of that because there's scarcity around money. So it's about training. And every single time, this is outrageous for people. And this is why I wanted to do this message, because this is what I truly believe trains your mind for success. I've got in my wallet, I've got money in my wallet. I also have little cards in my wallet. In front of my card, in my wallet, it says, I have a millionaire mind. There's another part of my wallet. I have checks that I've wrote in my wallet that are like laminated, and I put them in there. So every single time I look at my wallet, I'm always thinking, I've got I'm wealthy, I have money, I have a millionaire mind. And I start interrupting those patterns. Remember, these things of going down and down, going to the ATM, getting the money out is going to interrupt your patterns, and it's going to shock your nervous system like the old days. Like the old days when you were broke, or the old days when you struggled around money. And what I'm doing is we're shocking your nervous system so you can decide to believe something different. I would say to you, start saying to yourself every single day, I love money and money loves me. Money attracts to me. I love money and money loves me, and it attracts to me every single day. I remember I used to say a quote when I used to go to bed before I went to bed. This is when I had nothing, and I used to say, I'm so happy and grateful now that money comes to me in increasing quantities through multiple sources on a continuous basis. I used to say that over and over and over and over again. And from that place, these opportunities started flowing in from that. I truly believe to become a good coach, you have to master a relationship with money, or you're not going to be good on sales. You're going to be really blocks. You're going to have a lot of blocks around the sale. You're going to be having a lot of blocks at seminars. If you do a seminar and you try to sell people, you're like, oh, like, I don't want to ask for that much money. Like, if someone says to me right now, they're like, oh, I want to charge like $100 a session or something. I'm like, your financial thermostat's so low. Start thinking a little bigger. Start thinking a little bigger and start loving money again. Start appreciating money. It's not everything, but it's something. Start appreciating what it can do for you. Start looking at money and saying, this money can get me the best doctors. This money can get me the best food. This money can help people. You can give to people. You can share to people when you have money. When you don't have money, you're in scarcity. Like, oh no, I can't. It's all about me. Associate good things to money, not bad things to money. Because I can tell you right now, I remember there was someone I was talking to that didn't have much money, and she told me, she's like, hey, I don't want to be greedy. I don't want to be greedy. I'm like, I didn't say anything about being greedy. Why are you saying you want to be greedy? But I know for a fact that block is holding her back from making a lot of money. Ask yourself the question right now. What have I chosen? Or what are my limiting beliefs around money? Like, get a pen and paper out and ask yourself the question, what are my limiting beliefs around money? Because I can tell you right now, if we get this down, if we master money, you can make 100 grand in 28 days. I know for a fact. It's not hard, the strategies. I already know for a fact. I've never spent a cent on marketing. Understand that. I've never spent a cent on marketing up to this point. Up to this point, I've never spent a cent on marketing. Never spent a cent on marketing. Like, think about it right now. Everything has been organic. Everything has been brand building. Everything has been through manifestation, through having a healthy relationship with money. My mindset, my money changed when I had a good relationship with money. If I can master and help you with your relationship with money, your business will grow so fast. If you're trying this strategy and you're trying and paying someone to help you with marketing, all that kind of stuff, I can tell you right now, I've got one of my best friends is a marketer. And, he's helped me in different ways and stuff like that. But I always say, you can get people so many leads. At the end of the day, if they can't close them, they're going to stay broke. You're going to stay broke. If you can't close the leads, you're going to stay broke. And the only reason people struggle with closing leads, it's not that you don't know how to close and you don't know how to overcome objections. It's you got shit relationship with money. Let's delve into the depth of this instead of the surface. Your relationship with money is shit. And until that's solved, you'll stay where you are. You'll stay where you are. Just know for a fact that if I ever talk to you on a phone call, I'm going to ask you that question. What's your relationship like with money? And you're going to tell me the truth. And when you tell me, for a fact, you tell me where your relationship is, I can tell you straight after that question how much money you can make in the next 12 months. I want you to think right now, and ask yourself that question. Like, while we're on here right now, I'm not sure if anyone's going to write. You don't have to write because money is like a bit taboo with people. Imagine if you went home. This is how shit it is around, right? It's like talking about sex with people. Everyone feels uncomfortable. But imagine this. If you go home to your family right now and you say, hey, let's talk about how we can generate more money and help more people and generate and just make so much money so we can help more people. They're going to be like, hey, don't talk about money. Like, you don't. Come on, let's not talk about money. This is what people do. They feel uncomfortable about it. Face the shit. Stand in front of it. If you're shit with money, say you're shit with money. Tell yourself the truth. People sugarcoat shit all the time. If you're overweight, don't say I'm a little bit overweight. Say I'm fat. Don't freaking close behind the doors and be so like this. Tell yourself the truth. The truth will set you free. If you don't have money, I've got a client that just started working with me, and he was just saying, oh yeah, like I'm going to grow like the business and stuff like that. And I'm like, no, dude, you're shit with money. Don't freaking lie. Tell yourself the truth. Call a spade a spade. Because when you tell yourself the truth, what can happen after that? Holy shit, I've been telling myself lies. Okay, what do? Holy shit, I am. But you know what? From that place, you can change. From telling yourself bullshit excuses and stories, you can't change. This is the one message that I'm so excited about, and this is my one drive to help people become financially free because they deserve it. There's so many good coaches out there that just have shit relationships with money. They got good hearts, but they just don't have what it takes. And it's not they don't have what it takes. Instead, this isn't controlled. You can go buy a strategic program, but your mindset's everything. That's why I love it so much. So think about it right now. Ask yourself the question, do I want to make more money in my life? And if it's yes, then work on your relationship with money, because that's the reason you're broke. That's the reason you're stuck. That's the reason you can't make 6 figures in 28 days. You could make 6 figures in 28 days if you had the money mindset right. Every client of mine, we work on money mindset. And once we work on money mindset, that's why their results go bang. That's why they don't go, oh, like this. Some weeks I make $2,000 a month and some weeks I don't make any. Don't do that. Let's make $5,000, $10,000. Let's go expanding, but that financial thermostat has to be there. You have to keep upping it. So if I was you, I would take this advice on what I said, shock our patterns up, do it for 30 days, and you tell me right now opportunities don't just start attracting to you and you don't start feeling more comfortable around money. If someone starts talking about it, I just want to leave it with this. I always say to people, like I've got a mastermind that I take people through. And one thing I always say is this to them. And I say, if you went into someone's house and there was 10 grand cash sitting on the counter, and it was just sitting there on the counter, the person was making a green smoothie, how do you feel with having 10 grand, seeing cash right in front of you? Do you feel uncomfortable or do you feel excited? That's a perfect representation of where your money mindset is. Or we could even go deeper. People can rationalize and say, oh yeah, I'd be excited and stuff. But what if it was you? Would you feel comfortable having 10 grand cash sitting on your kitchen counter? You're like, no, people would steal it. You're scared. You're scared. I love delving into and asking you, if you really want to make more money, start seeing it everywhere. Start feeling it everywhere. Have you ever dressed up nicely before? Like you dressed up nicely and you're like, wow, I look at myself, like you may be dressing in a nice suit. You might be in a nice dress and you're like, wow, I actually look really good. And you feel better about yourself. Imagine feeling really good and then looking into your purse and having $1,000 just sitting there. You're like, wow, I'm abundant and I feel good. I feel better about myself. And then I get on a phone call and I feel more confident about myself. This is what I want to leave you with. If you want, write your biggest learning down. I love hearing people's learnings about this stuff. We're going to be delving into a lot more stuff. I'm actually thinking about doing like a money process with everyone on Facebook Live. So tell me if you're interested in doing that. And I'll take you through like a closed-eyed process with everyone where we can actually up your financial thermostat emotionally so you can stop thinking, I can't afford it. I don't know if I can do this. Let's start delving into it and let's be truthful with ourselves. If you're shit with money, call a spade a spade. And if you're good with it, let's increase it. So have a phenomenal day, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.